Hello and welcome to BBF, the most reliable news station in America. I'm your host, Percy Willis, and today we will be talking to history expert Professor Jaden Cabrera at Florida Southwestern College. He will be telling us about the Renaissance and how it relates to American society today.
Thank you, Willis. You see, the Dark Ages were a period of time that preceded the Renaissance. During the Dark Ages, the population was guided entirely by the church and lived for the afterlife. However, this idea gradually faded as the Renaissance approached. At the start of the Renaissance, humanism was introduced into Europe. It essentially allowed people to focus on life and the here and now, and said that everyone has value and should contribute to society. Humanism spread during the Renaissance, sparking a revival in classical art and literature, and influencing European society as a whole. America is currently in the Dark Ages because people are not focused on fixing society. More and more people are becoming apathetic towards politics and political participation. The older generations in America do care, but not enough to compensate for the lack of care existing in America's youth. According to the U.S. Census and poll countings, only 60% of eligible voters voted in November 2016. In major cities, only 50% of eligible voters voted for mayor. Voters aged 44 to 75 account for the majority in both situations. Simply put, the older citizens will not live forever. Eventually, the youth of America will control our country's fate, and it currently does not seem to care about that at all.
So, Jaden, does this mean our country is doomed?
No, Willis. Our country's fate lies in the hands of the generations of children that are learning in schools today. These children can be taught to care and taught that their votes and involvement with politics have value. Like the Renaissance, this feeling of self-value can help revive our country and reform society completely. The Renaissance goes to show that society can be reformed as long as its inhabitants try to do so. We can change America as long as we start to care.
We'll be right back at BBF News, where we look at the stunning story of how a blind child miraculously read the book for the first time right after this commercial break.